Fusion fam, this podcast is scheduled for one take. We know from Houston, Texas, the new mouth of the South, Jeremy Brown, the vehement otaku Chad Forbes. Together, we are FusionHaa.
Commercial break.
What's going on? Chad and myself, we're here in Fort Worth, Texas, and guess what we're gonna be doing? Interviewing Josh Martin.
Josh Martin, the voice of Majin Buu.
And guess what we're doing today? Here at the Lucky Horseshoe Tattoo Shop, parlor, whatever.
Yeah,
come with us, come with us. Look at the door, please, man. Oh, man.
Thank you.
There you go. Come on in.
So yeah, man, take a look around.
Yeah, take a look around here, man. It's a beautiful place. I love it here. Oh, man, look at the beautiful art out here, man.
Yep.
This the man himself.
The man of the hour right here.
Introduce yourself. I'm Mr. Barrett. He is the owner and operator of this lovely place.
He didn't do it. He didn't do it.
Hey, so we can get more pictures of the place, sir?
Yes, free. Walk around. Check it out.
Come on, check out the beautiful art.
Let's check it out. Who's this boy? Oh my God. It feels amazing. I need one of these back.
They're fans of everything. Marvel, anime, music. It's kind of like FusionHaa, but with needles and ink.
Yeah. Oh, look at that Stanley. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
You got Big Daddy Galactic right there too.
Look behind you, like Harley Quinn up there and everything.
Oh, that's pretty dope actually.
They got an array of good stuff. And by the way, they just open, so you ain't gonna see nobody to really get inked up.
Yeah.
But we had somebody else here earlier doing it, that's for sure.
Yeah, oh yeah, man. Tune in. It's gonna be a great one.
You get to see it.
Yes, sir.
Roll that beautiful bean footage, Dorothy. Show them some more stuff, baby. Show them some more stuff. Right here, okay. But yeah, man, we did some magic. We're gonna do some magic. Man, we were
cooking today. We were cooking.
Man, and let's thank the host once again for the opportunity. Hey, Thomas, thank you again, man. Appreciate you, dog.
Appreciate y'all.
Thanks, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
How long you been open?
10 years.
10 years, man. Hey.
January, Friday the 13th. We turned 10 years.
Nice.
What? Is that on purpose?
We opened on Friday the 13th. So our 10-year ended up being on Friday the 13th.
Oh, nice.
Dang. Okay.
It's supposed to be good luck if you open on Friday the 13th.
Really?
In the tattoo world.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Learn something new every day.
You do.
Cool.
That's why they do $13 tattoos on Friday the 13th.
I didn't know that. Didn't know that either.
Get history from this man. Appreciate
Y'all
it.
have to come back and get some.
Yeah, I will.
I got some more M's ready.
Fusion fam.
What's up?
What's up?
How you doing? Guess what? We got a special, super duper. Oh my God! Here we are. Yes. He's better known as the Pillsbury homeboy, Barney the dinosaur. What was that group? Was in what's it called? It's called the Beastie Boys. Robin is stealing.
Robin is stealing. Yep.
and better known as Majin Buu. Josh Martin.
Oh man. Man, thank you for doing this with us.
What's up? Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. By the way, that was not my voice of Boo. That was me screaming because of the tattoo I'm getting right now.
So he's getting a tattoo right now.
As we're
really
talking,
am.
as we're talking, it's amazing.
Yeah.
We got some footage.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
we do.
Right?
Yeah.
You'll be edited in and out.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
that.
Yes.
I'm
These guys
surprised
know what
he's
they're doing.
Yeah.
So, I got a question.
I got an answer.
Why did you stop doing Boo's candy reviews?
Ooh, well, we're gonna go there, huh?
I mean, why not?
Okay. Well, I got in trouble.
Oh,
I got in trouble.
really?
Yeah, I got the powers that be got wind of it. They got mad that I was doing it, and so they said I couldn't do it anymore. So I had to stop. But I do appreciate the interest and the support. It was fun.
Oh yeah.
It was fun. It served its purpose. I was hoping for a few more thousand followers on Twitter. That was the goal, but I got foiled. And say la vie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah. But it was fun, and it was that was the thing. I hadn't been out on the convention scene for a while,
Right.
and people really didn't know me. They knew of me. They knew I was out there, but there wasn't much interest. So a lot of conventions and bookers are like, "Oh, well, how many followers you got?"
Really?
And I had not many at all. I'd signed up when Twitter was a baby, and it didn't do much in the beginning, and then all of a sudden it blew up, and I was like, oh God, I got to use this. So that's how I did it. Shout out to Chris Rager, who gave me the suggestion of doing that.
Oh,
candy
really?
reviews,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You need to review candy.
That is.
What you need to do.
That's what he said about that.
You need to do candy reviews.
That is amazing. That's such a unique.
All right. And so, boom, I found some whatever candy. I can't remember the first one I did or whatever.
Oh,
but yeah, I just did some easy breezy ones, some bad dad jokes, and
And it landed though.
Hey man, dad jokes are the best.
shout out, thank you, shout out. It was fun.
Oh wow, man.
It was fun.
So,
So that's where it went.
Did it go like this? Like, hey Boo, hey, you might want to review some candy. It's pretty good stuff. We're looking at business. A lot of money. It's like that.
No, he's not that excited in real life. Rager is more like I said. He was like, you need to do candy reviews. That's what you need to do.
That's why you're just sitting there ranting. You should do candy reviews.
And he can talk to me like that because we've known each other since 1995. So
man.
we're friends. Yeah, right.
So how'd you guys first meet?
We met at acting school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We both met our second semester of acting school. I started early in 1995, and I moved to Dallas from Halton, Louisiana.
Oh man, from the booth, huh?
Yeah, when I was 18. Wow. So I was brand new on my own and making my own decisions and all that stuff. And next thing you know, I'd missed too many days in acting school. And so my shout out to Chuck Gale, the director of education and teacher and actor, director, lives in New York, still a great friend. He called me at my apartment one day when I was sleeping and not at school when I should be. He was like, what are you doing? And I'm sleeping. He goes, all right, when you got time, I need you to come talk to me.
Oh man,
Dang.
caught to the principal.
Yeah, and it was worse because I liked him, and I enjoyed his own talent as well as his instructions and that sort of thing. So he would meet him. He was like, "We got three choices. You can either quit, I can kick you out, or we can agree that you're gonna take a break."
Yeah, that.
So I chose number 3.
Good choice, good choice.
And so when I came back, Chris Rager, I came back for my second semester. I'd gone through about halfway a second semester the first time and had to come back, start over again. But it was fortuitous, wasn't it? Met Rager there. And boy, we had actually, we remember later on that we had met previously at a party of actors and other people. He was in the acting, the theater program at local community college. And so he was, his person that he had met there told him about the acting school. So he was going to be going to the acting school, and we were at that same party. We later remembered we were at that party beforehand. Wow. So we hit it off pretty quickly from there, and been friends since.
So you mentioned you was from Louisiana, man. Can you tell us life before? You know, Dallas, Louisiana. Young Josh.
Kind of typical Louisiana country boy.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. Crawfish, catfish, the lake, the bayou, oysters, hip hop. I played sports. I ran track. I kicked the football. I played soccer. I was in choir. There wasn't much theater in Halton, Louisiana.
Really?
But
small town.
Yeah, right. But if you might recognize the name of Halton from the hometown of a little NFL quarterback named Dak Prescott.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, we graduated from Halton High School.
Okay.
Him a couple of years after me.
Just a couple, not too big.
But we both played for the same coach, and Coach Gouen. Shout out to Coach Rodney Gouen, really great guy. I met him, in junior high. He was a junior high coach. He started with the class that he started with in 7th grade as a coach. As it was in junior high, you would start with 7th grade and then go to the 8th grade with them. And then start back over with the 7th grade class and do that kind of thing.
Okay.
They had 2 different coaches. The first year that he started at the junior high, he went on all the way through high school. He moved on with them to the high school, and he stayed at the high school. And so I knew him for 6 years. He was my coach, track coach, football coach, civics teacher, world history teacher, driver's education instructor.
Actually, it was a small town that had a little.
Yeah, I see.
That does tell you.
Works in,
That tells you something about that small town because that's what And bless him, he went on after that. He became the director, the director of sports. They didn't have that position at the school when I was there, but he was over all the sports, and so and such a good guy. He went to all the sports. He wasn't just the head football coach of the super great football team. He went to the girls' softball game. He went to the wrestling matches. The less popular things. And as a matter of fact, he was in South Louisiana watching a girls' softball game the night that he fell and had a heart attack. But he's alive and well.
Oh, good.
And and so we've remained connected. And I knew of Dak when he got to Halton High School, and it was quick that he was somebody to watch. Yeah. And so I did, and he keeps on impressing us. Yep. So that's a connection.
Yeah. That's what's up. So we're talking about your childhood. Was there any moment in time when you can just remember where you had the ability to entertain, to do your voices, anything like that?
Sure. My first indication that I had some kind of knack, or that there was something to performing, was when I did Charlie Brown the You're a Good Man Charlie Brown play when I was in 2nd grade.
Oh, okay.
And there was a line of Linus's. I was Linus. And there was a line that says, "Come on, Charlie Brown, you can do it." Boy, am I a hypocrite, right? Well, in 2nd grade, I didn't know what hypocrite meant. At least I didn't. I know these days kids are like, whatever, Google it. So the teacher, my across the street neighbor, Miss Childress, rest in peace, she explained what hypocrite meant. Still didn't get it. She goes, "Oh, don't worry about it, Josh. Just say, 'Come on, Charlie Brown, you can do it.' And then I want you to jump and put your hand to your mouth and say, 'Boy, am I a hypocrite,'" to the audience. And so I said, okay. So we went on and rehearsed the night of the performance. "Come on, Charlie Brown, you can do it. Boy, am I a hypocrite." The audience went, but in a good way. They weren't laughing at me for being silly or stupid. They were laughing because I executed the timing and that, and I was like, need more. Yeah, it was addicting. So, from then on, it was just natural. It wasn't like a goal of mine because I had no idea that was something you could do. Growing up, I watched, of course, Warner Brothers, Hanna-Barbera, Disney.
Oh, wow.
All that Animaniacs, from the beginning on to the Beavis and Butthead and King of the Hill and South Park, Ren and Stimpy, you name it, all of them. But before I got out of Houghton, I only knew of Mel Blanc. As a personality, I would watch the credits because I was interested, and I got a little smarter to feel like, oh, there are people doing that. But I had no clue of how to do that. And there weren't websites to tell you, how to be a voice actor. Don't be a voice actor. You'd get into acting and hope, and that's a tip now. Get into acting, and then everything else will come. But anyway, I really didn't. It wasn't a goal to become an actor, because on top of it, my only experience was Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise, De Niro, the big movie stars. I had no idea that there were working actors, actors that made a living as actors that you had no clue, that they were alive, or who they were. And now being older, I'm like, well, duh. Yeah, of course. Oh, that guy. Yeah, right. Oh, you only see him in commercials. He's a commercial actor. Yeah. Makes a decent living just doing commercials. Wow, I had no clue until I got out of high school and I was going to LSUS, playing soccer, majoring in marketing. And paying for it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mowing yards, waiting tables. Still living in Houghton at home, going to LSUS in Shreveport. So,
that's my family's from.
All right. So, towards the end of the semester, I told my dad, I'm not going back. He was like, what are you going to do? I said, I'm going to move to New York or Los Angeles and become a bum and try to be an actor. And he goes, well, do you want some help? I went, oh, God, yeah. I was just waiting for the ear bashing, you know what I mean? What are you, crazy? You can't get out of... But, I think he also realized that since he wasn't paying for it, and I would have respected if he would have said, no, we're going to stay in. We might have had a different conversation. But anyway, as it was, he supported me, and he was in advertising.
Okay.
Say again?
He knew where you were going.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't fight it at all.
He was, he was a, definitely.
It's like, what
My
took you
pops.
so long?
Right.
Hey, that's a tattoo artist, by the way, that was talking.
Right?
Sorry.
No.
We get him later.
Awesome. Tom's Barrington.
You're great. No, please.
Shout out, big.
Usually I'm the one talking.
That's good. By the way, in case you haven't gotten this logo, we're at Lucky Horseshoe Tattoo in Fort Worth, Texas.
How you doing? How you
Getting
doing?
this ink.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do some advertisements for that.
Absolutely.
So yeah. Anyway, he had used some talent from Kim Dawson Talent here in Dallas, and he said, "Do you want? Let me call them and see if we can't get you represented." And he called them, and when they found out that I'd never done anything, they stopped chuckling. And no, they didn't chuckle.
Yeah.
They were not rude. They suggested I go to KD Studio, KD Studios for Kim Dawson. It's an actors conservatory.
Yeah.
It's a college. It's a accredited college now.
Oh.
And they had an interview. They had, just like they do now. So I came over, drove over from Houghton, spent the night. My parents brought me over, and we interviewed, and that's where I found out they had a recent student who had just booked a Bud Light commercial, and she made $40,000 for the day.
Damn.
Wow.
And that that didn't include buyout and all that other stuff. And I was like, country boy, I was 18, right? So that was enough.
Yeah.
And credit to the college, the admissions associate was beautiful and was very persuasive.
Oh wow.
The eyelashes, the makeup, beautiful. So I'm not sure I would have said no if she said the Bud Light commercial paid $5.
Like, I'll give you money at this point.
And will you be here every day? That's what I wanted to know. Young and 18, sorry. Anyway.
Testosterone.
Right? Just being honest. So here, I was sold. I told my parents, let's go. Wow. Let's do this. And my mom cried when I left. She didn't want a baby leave. No. And then she cried every time I left the house for about 5 years. And then the novelty wore off. Then I had children, and she'd cry when we'd leave with them. And that novelty is worn off. They're teenagers now. You can imagine why.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
So,
we can imagine. Trust us.
So yeah. Yeah, when I found out you could make a living, I was like, I could do a Bud Light commercial. Little did I know I could not,
Yeah.
because I did not look like the young lady who booked that Bud Light commercial. I didn't. I was new to the game. I didn't quite understand how all that worked yet. However, I was young and full of energy, so I knew that was the time to go ahead and take the chance. And if it failed, I could go back, move back home, go to school and do whatever. And well, after a while, it just wasn't even an option. I was like, nah, I'm here, even though it didn't get any easier.
Damn.
Yeah, I can imagine.
He's young.
That's right.
Or Dallas.
That's
Fort Worth,
right.
Texas.
Yeah.
And
Irving. Irving was the best I could. Oh, that was like okay. And thank goodness the faculty knew. Oh boy, we need to put this hayseed in Irving. We don't need to shock the kid too much right now. Because I was shocked.
Wow.
Purple hair. You would get in trouble at school for purple hair, right?
Really?
And so all of a sudden I'm in acting school with not just purple hair. I mean, gay, lesbian, all of it. A classmate who cut herself. I didn't know nothing about that.
Wow.
Wasn't aware of that, and boy, there was a lot of therapy going on.
So
at
this is a
this
bit of a
acting
culture
school.
shock coming from
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a wonder I didn't attend enough the first time I tried, right? So yeah, boy, yeah, culture shock, and but here I am.
Yeah,
It worked out, right?
Getting a
I
tattoo.
think it worked out a little bit. What do you think?
Come on,
Jim.
People want to, hey, can I talk to you?
Yeah.
It could be worse.
Yeah.
Man, you have a question?
Oh yeah. Well, so since you're getting this Majin tattoo,
Yeah.
let's talk about what was the process for you auditioning and getting the role of being Majin Buu.
Well, I'm one of few, if not the only original cast that didn't necessarily audition. I got discovered.
Oh.
But that was super random. And speaking of the Pillsbury homeboy from earlier,
Yeah.
that's basically what did it. Me and Rager, along with Mike McFarland, aka Master Roshi, and
Yeah.
go IMDb it.
Yeah.
You can figure it out.
Yeah. Do your Googles.
Yeah,
kids.
come on. Use the thumbs. We made comedy troupes in acting school, right? Because when we were in acting school, we were like, all right, where's our agent? Well, what have you done? Well, nothing. That's why I need an agent. They're like, well, as soon as you've done something, you come and talk to us. Well, ain't that a blip? And I'm over here from Halton, right?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, so we made comedy troupes. We were like, you know what? We took a page out of the oh God, I always forget their name. Sorry, Jack Nicholson. But it was like a traveling improv troupe in the late '60s and early '70s, where they just took a bunch of drugs and did a bunch of improv all over the place. Right? They made their own thing. This is the late '60s, guys. I'm not condoning it. So over time, this got to be kind of a thing. If you do you're in college, do a little comedy troupe. Have people come and see and exercise that way. Well, sure, we were like a band, right? You don't just start as a band and get a record deal or get distribution or blow up or whatever. You gotta do the dives, do the holes. Invite your friends. Get a buzz. So.
Okay.
That's what we did. We're like, well, y'all won't hire us? We'll make you come and see us eventually. And it did take a little time to polish and mold the product, but eventually we got what we called fast-paced, in-your-face rock and roll improv sketch and music comedy. No, that's a mouthful, but it was really fast-paced, in-your-face rock and roll comedy is what we did for short. But we did improv, sketch, and music comedy, and we did all blue humor, all offensive, X-rated even. Put your big boy pants on. I dressed as Jesus in a G-string.
Oh, Lord.
At one point.
Oh, Lord.
That's awesome. So that's nothing was off limits. Just to give you some context of that, right?
Awesome.
The sketch was Jesus went down to Ireland to the tune of Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Oh, nice.
Right? And the premise was Michael Flatley from The Lord of the Dance, right?
Yeah.
River Dance and all that he just looks pompous. Every time you see, he just looks like he's full of himself. Look at how good I can dance, yes?
Yeah.
Although he's Irish. Sorry for the I don't know why I did French. It just but anyway, so the idea is he came on stage like, I'm the Lord of the dance. No, wait, I'm the Lord of the world. Jesus comes down. He's like, whoa. There's only one Lord of the world, and it's me.
Whoa.
And Michael Flatley's like, we'll see about that. And so the tune was Jesus went down to Ireland, and they had a dance off.
Oh, that is great.
So I eventually stripped down to a G-string and won.
Yeah.
Any questions? So yeah.
No, let's go.
Within that comedy troupe, nice segue here, there was a character that I had started with another friend, Mark Orvik, back in 1995 when we first started stuff.
Okay.
called the Pillsbury Homeboy. And when we first started, we all went around the room doing impressions. Who does what impressions? And I raised my hand first. I was like, I do Scooby-Doo. And everybody else goes, I do too. I went, I do the Pillsbury Doughboy. They're like, really? I was like, nothing says loving like my crescent rolls. And they were like, oh, dude, that's great. And Mark goes, hey, nothing says loving like the blunts I be puffing. And the whole room of comedians went to laughing, right?
Oh my God!
So I knew I had something there.
Yeah.
And so it evolved over time. After that, we did a little movie trailer after that, because Tupac had just done Poetic Justice, and there was kind of a movement, rappers trying to get into movies, and so we did this whole thing, the movie trailer. You'll see the Pillsbury Doughboy. Nothing says loving. Go from Doughboy to crack loving homeboy. I love crack. This whole crazy stuff. Oh my God! Right, and so eventually I redid Snoop Dogg's "What's My Name," the whole song. What's my muffin bacon name? Yeah, and so I would rap. I would do that whole song live on stage in the voice. And back along the way, Mike McFarland found out that they were dubbing DBZ right around the corner from where we were performing.
Oh wow!
And soon found out that they were auditioning. So he went and auditioned for Master Roshi. I'm fast forwarding.
Oh no, good.
He auditioned for Master Roshi, came back, and he was like, dude, they're auditioning for this stuff, and I just got a part. And Mike and Rager was like, wait, they gave you a part? And Mike was like, yeah. He was like, they give you a part, they'll give me a part. He's arrogant that way, and this is the story that he tells. So sorry, this is no dirt. This is no dirt. This is just Rager's confidence, guys. One of the things I like about her, right? So, sure enough, Rager goes on. He books Mr. Satan, right?
Yeah.
Well, then they bring Sabbath, invite some of the guys, Sabbath, some other guys to one of our shows, and they saw me do the Pillsbury Homeboy, and Sabbath came up to me after the show and he's like, I think the voice of Majin Buu.
Oh, nice.
I was like, okay. He's like, you good? Can you come to the studio tomorrow? Sure. I was like, okay. So I went in, gave me the 411 of Dragon Ball Z,
right,
and Buu. I didn't know anything about anime.
Oh, really?
It was still Japanimation to me. That's still what I knew it as. And I think that I had seen the animation and seen the show somewhere randomly, somewhere else. Maybe, maybe not. I can't be sure. But I definitely wasn't up on it. Yeah. And was super confused after I got the 411. Still. But I was like, all right, well, let's go. And he goes, all right, let's try and do it. And went. He played it and he showed me the script and there was no words.
Wow.
And hold on, we got a timeout. There were no words. So what does that mean? It means it's time to check the.
Let's check that out.
Hold up.
Oh, guys.
That is
First of all, this the tattoo artist right here.
badass. Thank you, Thomas.
Dang, go on. Let's see that bad boy. Ooh. Oh my God.
Looking like new money.
That's super.
Oh man.
Oh my.
Cool.
Thank you. Look at that.
Yeah, you got just pause real quick on that. Yeah, go on, take that picture.
That looks good.
Oh yeah.
That's real good.
Yeah.
That's so
We
clean.
still. Oh wow.
Super clean. Them
Hey,
lines.
get some more. Hold on, get some more of that.
Give me some mo.
Give me some
One
more.
of my favorite rappers. Hey, real quick, Tom.
These guys looking cool together, like so. We still recording. That's all
Yeah,
good.
Thank
yeah.
you so much. Appreciate it.
A few minutes later.
All right. Part 2.
Yeah, part 2. Let's go.
So, you was talking so you pretty much wrap up the story of you becoming Majin Buu. and
Right,
everything
right.
like that.
Excuse
Okay.
me. No, pardon me. So yeah, I finally got into the booth. I think I was saying, and they told me everything, and then I didn't have any words. I didn't say anything.
So you're just making noises?
It was just, okay, react to this picture. You're hatching out of this egg, and he's explaining the backstory, and then all of a sudden I'm fighting people. But I don't want to. I'm just fighting because Bob D's making me.
Yeah.
I really just want some candy. So I'm having to, I'm like, okay. So I just played off the idea that I figured that he, Chris saw the fact that I could kind of portray cute and evil at the same time with the Pillsbury homeboy, right?
Yeah,
right.
So that's what I just kind of like leaned into, and I stole from a Baby Bop on Barney, right?
Oh, Barney. BJ, that's my blanket.
I remember that as a kid.
Totally. Well, I heard it a few times.
Yeah. Did you?
That's a good segue.
Yeah,
That's a good ass segue because like I mentioned earlier, you was Barney. My favorite story is about, the main story about your Barney adventures was like the suit. Well, the fan was catching on fire.
Oh yeah, sure.
And I seen on shout outs to Purple Tail podcast. I seen you on that one. And
Purple Roads.
Purple Road. Oh yeah, Purple Roads. I seen pieces of that actually.
Yes.
I ain't finished it yet. But who made that trophy for you? Who presented that trophy of the battery?
I don't know who specifically did. I have a feeling that was Alan in the costume shop.
Really?
The Dino shop specifically. They had two different, machinists, techs for the Dino costumes, and then someone for the kids costumes. It's a little different.
To know what I'm talking about, please watch that episode with Josh Martin here on Perfect Tales podcast. That's what I was like, I have to know about that. I got you here. And talking more about the whole Barney adventures and everything like that. Even when I was talking to you when I met you at Galaxycon, you was telling me about the roadies and all that good jazz.
Yeah.
So I was like, holy moly, man, this guy got stories for years.
Yeah.
I do.
I know we limited time.
Yeah,
so
I
gotta,
do.
gotta
No,
rush through some of that.
anything. Yeah, I mean, it was. What do you want to know
I mean, I already asked questions, Chad.
about the incident?
Oh yeah, let's talk. Let's hear about that. Yeah, let's hear
I mean,
about that.
you still ask a question, man.
Yeah. So let's talk about the incident first.
Okay.
And I just want to know, how did you even audition to become Barney? Like,
Well, I guess we should maybe start from the beginning.
okay.
I'll try to be brief. I don't have much time. We only got a few minutes. No, I'm kidding. So, right after I graduated from acting school in '96,
Okay.
right? Yeah, is that right? Yeah. So yeah, I came over here in '94. Did I say that right earlier? I may have missed that. Yeah,
Yes,
I came over. I moved here in '94. Graduated January '96. Almost exactly 2 years after I moved over here. And I was at home with Rager, sharing an apartment, and I got a page on my pager.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kids, Google a pager, because I guarantee you don't know what it is.
Back then, even then, you really only needed it if you were a doctor, or otherwise, or a drug dealer,
That's true.
or an actor.
That's
But
true, too.
that was the new thing. It's like, you have to have a pager so that your agent can page you, so that you can call them back and find out what audition you had.
There you go.
Well, when I got this page, I had to walk up the street to the 7-Eleven and use the payphone to return the page, which is what I'd have to do every time someone paged me.
Wow.
The struggle was real, ladies and gentlemen. The struggle.
That's wild. That sounds so wild now, but
right. So anyway, and not only that, I get to the 7-Eleven. I call the teacher at school. Tells me, "Hey, I need you to come in. I need to talk to you whenever you have a chance." So she said, "I said I can't. Can you talk to me?" "No, I need you to come and see me." Right. Rager, want to go to KD? So we go up there, and Sherry tells me, "There's an audition I think you need to do." I said, "Wow. All right, what is it?" "Barney." She goes, "What do you mean?" I went, "There's no way I'm doing that. Like, have you seen our comedy show?" Listen, not only do I not think I would fit in, I'm sure that they wouldn't think I'd fit in either. All right, I don't think we should waste anybody's time. And she went, "I think you need to do this." Gave me that side eye, and I was like, okay, I've been here 2 years. I finished acting school, and this is what you do, right? As an actor, you audition, works out or not. I was like, I'll go audition, get it over with, and get on to the real stuff. It's real money. And so I went to this audition, and right before I went in, they didn't tell me what it was for, what the project was for. It was just for Barney. And right before I went in, I thought of Jim Henson's song for the Muppets, Mana Mana. Right?
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Pause on that. I just played that last night for my children.
Right? All right. Did y'all see how all y'all reacted when I just said the title?
Yeah.
That's what my face did. And I walked in with this giant smile on my face, which never hurts for most interviews, you know, no matter what you're doing, especially if you're going in with a purple dinosaur who's got a giant permanent grin on his face. So yeah, the audition was, all right, welcome, you're gonna be Barney, and we're gonna play the music and just act like there's an audience of kids and parents out in front of you, and you're just, you know, entertaining them, having fun. They play the music, and out of, just as myself, oh, hi, music off. All right, thank you very much. Thank you. I walked out and I was like, shh, okay, got my first audition out the way, let's do this. And I didn't get home good before I got a page.
Damn, quick.
I was like, what's up? We were like, they want to see you back. I was like, really? She said, yes, we need to talk. So sure enough, I had to go back to school. She goes, do you know what this means? I was like, no, tell me. She goes, this is a world tour.
Oh, man. Why is that a world tour?
A world tour? She's like, yeah.
I heard
And
it
it
pays,
pays,
yeah.
She goes, and it pays a lot of money. Now, it was a great deal of money. Relatively speaking, it wasn't a lot of money. You know what I mean? I didn't go buy an island with it or anything. But compared to living off of hot dogs and white bread and no electricity for a couple of months, at one point literally,
Wow.
you know, just because we just made the decision, you know what? I'm going to be an actor. And if that means sacrificing years so I don't have to answer to a boss who doesn't care about me one way or the other, that's what I'll do. And it worked out, thankfully. But yeah, so yeah, I went back to the next audition. It was the same thing as the first one, but in the costume. And
First time putting that on, man. How was that?
crazy. It was fun because I was always a Muppet fan. So I thought, oh, cool, I'm in a giant Muppet. But it was 50 pounds, and you had to make the mouth move with your biting on this bite bar. And
What?
yeah, it's Neanderthal-ish.
I would have never imagined that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it was ridiculous. I gained an inch in my neck.
Yeah.
I literally
Got strong out here.
I did. But when I got out of the costume after that audition, I was. They said, "Are you all right?" And I was, yeah, I'm good. Well, that was a Wednesday, and I got a page on Friday. And they said, "Well, they want to see you again, but you have 1 week to learn the opening number from Radio City that they'll send you on a VHS, and lose 10 pounds and get in shape." That was direct. That was a direct message. Ooh, that wasn't implied or a hint or a suggestion. That was like, do this or don't come back, right?
We're one of those like, well, you might need to lose 10 pounds.
No, wasn't none of that.
Like that.
All right, lose 10 pounds, get in shape. Next.
Wow.
So, the next week, I took the VHS on a bicycle, and I rode from my apartment to Katie's studio. And I ate chicken and rice every day. And
wow.
I learned that there were actually dance steps on this video. It didn't make sense to me. I mean, I have some rhythm and I can dance, but only because I just looked at it and copied it. But this other teacher was able to say, all right, this is a grapevine, a bell kick and a step ball, and this, that. So, okay. So she was able to help me with that, and I went back for the last audition, and I knocked it out. And I got out. It was me against 3 professional dancers at that point. And they told me that. And I went, why did I do all this then?
I know, right?
That was a
waste.
All right, whatever. But come to find out, I mean, I've been told that I got a heart that matches Barney's or whatever. That's why they picked me. But the other part was that the other 3 dancers were claustrophobic. And they couldn't, they're like, no, that's a little bit much for me. I like to.
Like the sachet.
Right? And I was like, I just want to stop eating hot dogs. That's what I like to do at this point. They told me there will be better than hot dogs on this tour, so I am here for that.
Where?
And I got out of the costume, I was just like, he said, how do you feel? And I said, I feel good. He said, well, you look good. I said, well, thank you very much. And they said, all right, well, we'll let you know. And I said, all right.
And remember, I love you.
And they all smiled and laughed at me, and I walked out. On Monday, they called me back and told me I got it.
That's kind of you leaving that there as a tip. Thank y'all.
I was hoping. I just thought, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm gonna leave this.
I feel you.
I even went on to audition for the voice of Barney later on when they made some changes, some other stuff. But I think my reputation preceded me as the costume guy when I auditioned for it.
Oh, you got boxed into that, huh?
Well, and I was only 25 when I auditioned for it. The guy that they gave it to was, at the time, I think, in his 30s, and from Radio Disney. He was a DJ from Radio Disney. So they knew that, we can take this guy to interviews and here and there, and he looks great. He looks like a professional, that he knows what corporate is and that sort of thing.
Gotcha.
And that sort of thing. Whereas Josh does a great imitation.
What a resume, huh?
That was it, you know what I mean? And that's cool, but and I can do it. But mine's an ode to Bob West. That's my imitation of Barney. So, and I get it. No hard feelings.
Understood.
I'm doing all right.
So, fast forwarding to the incident.
Oh yes. So I go on tour after I get this tour, and after the first year, they are doing a movie, Barney's Great Adventure, right?
Yeah.
The movie, and David Joyner, who was doing the TV show at the time, he had to go to Montreal to do the movie, and they still had production to do for PBS. So, I actually had to audition for that, and I got that part. And so the whole summer, between legs of the tour, I did the TV show. I'd been touring all year. Dang. Then I was like, oh, sweet. 3 months off, and then back out on tour.
Damn.
No, but
right.
It took care of the bank in the meantime.
No more hot dogs for you.
Right? Yeah, thankfully.
Filet mignon.
Yeah. Selectively. Moderation is the key. Don't overdo it.
Yes, sir.
One of the episodes for the PBS show, I turn on the fan in my head, and we're rehearsing a shot for the show, and all of a sudden I smell smoke. Well, in this shot there was supposed to be popcorn shooting out of the table, right? So I thought, it must be part of the special effects. So I'll go on. No popcorn. And I'm standing and I'm good for a second. And then I have to make another step, and we're not rolling camera yet. And I'm like, man, I smell smoke. Nobody else is doing anything, nobody's cool. And then all of a sudden I have to go all the way around the table. It's a tree stump. And every breath is smoke. And like, I'm in good shape at this point.
Right.
Super great shape. No reason I should be having trouble breathing. And I couldn't get my breath. And so I started running off stage. And I yelled, get me out of this thing. Well, when I did, there was smoke billowing up in my head from the battery had ground out on a bolt and smoldered. Wasn't really fire. There were no, I can't confirm if there were flames. I'm pretty sure not. I think it just smoldered. Yeah. Smoked. And so I threw the costume off of me and wound up getting some ambulances called and wound up going to a side emergency room. They weren't as prevalent as they are now because we were going to go to Parkland Hospital. Right. But all the reporters were already there because they had listened to the scanners that Barney had caught on fire, and they had been expecting him. So we changed en route, and the last bit of that story is I got the rest of the week off, which was nice. But the next day, when I was sleeping in, phone rings, and I didn't have caller ID or anything. I answered, "Hello, Josh." "Hey, Mom." "Well, are you all right?" Yeah, I'm fine. I'm sorry. What's up?" "Well, you're not at work today?" No. I got the day off." "Well, did anything happen at work?" I said, "Yeah, my costume caught on fire." "Why?" She goes, "Well, I was on my way to work this morning listening to Howard Stern, and he said Barney's costume caught on fire. And I thought, well, that must be a joke, because my son would have called and told me about it." Yeah.
Oh, she was the mom law.
Oh my goodness.
Can't ever escape mom, man.
Thanks, Mr. Stern.
Yeah.
You got
Thanks, Howard.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So yeah, that was that. So
dang.
Yeah, and I have a Trivial Pursuit question about the incident from the Millennium Edition, if you have that.
Oh man, look at you.
Yeah. It's not my name on there. It's just about the incident.
Really?
What kid's character caused a commotion when the costume caught on fire? Blah blah blah. It was Barney.
AKA
and
this guy.
I was in the costume. That was me.
This guy.
So yeah, battle wounds. I look worse for wear, don't I?
Damn.
Yeah.
So yeah, there it is.
That's man.
Any more questions?
Oh no, it's all on you, bro.
So you had me thinking when you was like, I get a week off. Oh God, thank you. Even though you had to go through hell in a handbag.
Yeah.
It had me thinking about wrestling. And I know you're a wrestling fan, because wrestlers say the same thing too. Like the best way to take time off from wrestling, just getting injured, which is that's freaky, right? Yeah. But I've heard you talk about wrestling before.
Sure.
On the podcast.
Well, good reason.
Yeah. Well, first of all,
I'm a big fan.
Yeah. I mean, when did you start watching wrestling? Can we talk about wrestling?
Since I was 5.
Yeah. God damn you.
Since I was 5. Yeah. I remember seeing my papa watch it.
Okay.
Right, in Monroe, Louisiana.
Monroe.
And before I knew what was going on, or really interested in what was going on the TV, I was interested in how my papa was reacting to the action on the screen, and he would get into it, boy. He would be sitting in there reclining. You got it, baby. It would crack me up.
Oh, wow.
And then I remember probably the first person on TV. I mean, I saw the action. I was like, why are we hitting each other? Right. You know, younger, don't really understand it. But I do remember thinking at some points, I was like, well, why'd he swing at him and not hit him? But then he flew across the... And my mind was already kind of hip to that thing, you know?
Right.
But Ric Flair was the first person who talked and got my attention.
Wow, with promos and all that stuff.
What is that? Listen up, Dusty Rhodes. You know what I mean? The Nature Boy Ric Flair. Styling and profiling.
I love it.
Wheeling and dealing. Limousine ride. Woo!
Jet fly.
I just love it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was a fan after that. Yeah. I was just.
I hear you.
Just a fan.
So, okay, do you watch wrestling today?
I do. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So wait.
As much as possible with children, you know. I'm not Tuesday, Thursday like it used to be, or Monday, Thursday, or just 2 nights or whatever, you know. Yeah. But I keep up with it as much as possible through my travels. I've been fortunate to meet a lot of the former and current wrestlers.
Lucky. Shout out to Sammy Guevara.
Oh man, you met Houston. You met the famous guy, Sammy Guevara, huh?
And leave
Yeah, the librarian. Yes, indeed. Yeah, that's my girl. I send her messages often with new gimmicks for her librarian character. Yeah. They're horrible dad jokes, so no wonder you haven't seen any of them. But I'll save you the thing. But yeah, as much as I can watch the new stuff, I will. I'm a nostalgia kind of guy too, so I like to hear the old stories of the guys. Yeah, so.
So I seen you on this one podcast. You did it on Zoom, which I think it was like a year ago, back in like January of last year. Okay. I forgot the name. Darn it, I forgot the name of it. I apologize.
That's all right.
No disrespect to the gentleman and you.
Link it in the description.
Yeah, I would do that. So, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a fan of this guy who's a former manager, owner, promoter, all that stuff. I think you know what I'm talking about. Jim Cornette.
Yes.
So you don't like him, or do you like him? And I like your invitation, by the way.
This is a it can be a sensitive side. He's polarizing, right?
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes.
Polarizing. You can love him or hate him.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
And just my own demeanor, I can appreciate everyone for everything. I can appreciate Chris Rager for being a complete asshole. You know what I mean? I like that about him, but there's also a good side about him. So that's why I appreciate it. Same thing with Jim Cornette. Basically, obviously opinionated.
Right? Right?
And some of it I agree with. I can see where I might sound like an old bitter guy in that same way that people criticize him. But I can also surprise you and have a new guy attitude and criticize him for being an old curmudgeon man, my day, because I can guarantee you. I know the history of wrestling, and people weren't wearing masks and robes and tennis rackets. Ooh. So, but I mean that was another guy, right? With Ric Flair and the Express. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The voice, and you just, oh my God, you love to hate that dude. That's what I loved about Jim Cornette. He does the bit perfectly.
Yes,
but you can also buy him as a good guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, he's better as a heel.
Oh yeah,
of course.
But,
as a heel.
Hold on. Do you mean that Twinkle Toes?
Kenny Omega.
You can't be talking about Kenny.
No.
It's gonna jump off. God damn, I can't even believe we're talking about this shit right now. That's Cornette.
That is him in a nutshell.
Totally right.
Oh man.
And some of these, God damn, are we? Anyway,
Breathe out towards Kenny.
right? I love it.
Oh my God, yeah.
So yeah, we're in the same boat on that one.
Yeah, yeah, totally on the same boat.
I don't, you know, to his credit, and Kenny Omega is, and while we're running, he's said it, right? He's injured. He's hurt.
Yeah.
You know, how the old guys,
Right.
some of the old guys that you think should have hung it up a long time ago that are still in the ring, they're doing it because they didn't do all of that. And they can still tell a story. Even though you got to suspend disbelief a little bit. They can still tell a story that way. So I say, meaning. Let's make it mean something.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me a story. If you start swinging off the ropes and 100 miles an hour, well, now where are we going?
Yeah.
Well, now what do we got? That's why they got curves in races.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why they got, you know?
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So, but I like the story. I like the story of it. George the Animal Steele is one of my favorite classic wrestlers in the sense that he can tell. I'm a big fan of the ones who didn't talk, the missing link. You know, the ones that could just elicit a feeling out of you with no words. You know, I loved George the Animal Steele at one point. I hated him. He never said a word except for you know,
biting a turnbuckle pad.
Totally. So I mean, we could be here all day.
You're right.
So I love the flippy shit though.
Yeah.
Jim, I'm sorry, Jim. Sorry, but the flippy shit's kind of fucking cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
No Kenny Omega slandered here.
But not all the time. I'm with you. Not all the time. Let's make it makes. Oh, hey, I tried to lock up. I tried to wrist lock.
Right.
I tried to sling him into the ropes. I tried the drop kick. Nothing's working. Oh, well, how about this 360 splash? Ooh, that did something. Well, of course it did because, you know. But if you do that in the first,
match starts.
now where are we gonna go?
Yeah.
You know, I like a story.
Yeah.
I like
The whole
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan and The Rock.
Oh God, yeah.
In their famous WrestleMania match.
Right.
How long did they stand in the ring
That was WrestleMania 18, as a matter of fact. 18.
Yeah.
looking at each other?
They just soaked it in.
And the crowd. The crowd told the story for you. They didn't have to do anything, just stand there.
Cameras flashing.
Every once in a while they'd look to the audience and take it in. What do you want to do? And then let's go on. I love that about the art of it in the past, where it's less scripted, where we could just, how's the audience tonight? Oh, they like you better tonight. Okay, well, I guess you're the baby face tonight, you know. Let's sing it for you.
Yeah.
You know, and that sort of thing. And not to act like a smarky mark, but
hey man.
yeah.
Damn, I mean, to hear Majin Buu talk about wrestling, that's all of stuff.
It's a good thing that wrestling schools weren't as accessible when I was younger. Or we might not be having this conversation. It might be a different conversation. But
right.
I did go to a wrestling class one day.
Oh.
Yeah, when right before my ankle surgery in 2018, because I thought, oh man, I just gotta see. I just gotta see. And I did, and I've had probably 8 concussions over my life through soccer and other things. And boy, the first bump I took, I loved it, but I got up and I went, Oh, there's the stars. And so I was like, listen, I can't take any bumps anymore. But they were super cool, and I was gonna go back and do referee school.
Oh.
And then the convention scene popped off, and I've been here since. But
yeah.
you know, as it is, I still get to meet guys. And one of the conventions we do, Galaxycon, they have a cosplay wrestling promotion.
Really?
Yes, where
Wow.
And so me and Chris Rager have done some live commentary for them. We've been involved with a couple of angles at shows too in the ring, so that's fun.
Yeah.
God.
Very cool.
Well,
You might want to get wrapping
Yeah,
up.
let's go
Any
ahead.
other
Let's go
questions?
ahead.
I hate to do it.
Oh yeah,
we could be here all day.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good.
You see, it
Let's
doesn't
go.
take anything for me to talk, right?
No, and you know
That's perfect, man.
And the way you talk and express.
Yeah.
I remember so when I first talked to you back in Galaxycon, and you know, I was, you know, thank you for wishing me happy birthday. He was like, oh, well, you know, you're welcome. Happy birthday again. And I go, and thank you for liking, you know, a video of me. He was all like, which video you talking about? Like the one, and I'm like, you know, water skiing or whatever. He going, that was you, right?
Yeah.
And the way you told that story, oh, it was baller, dude.
Yes, it did.
And
It was awesome.
you're a phenomenal storyteller.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
I would like to
Thank
call
you
it that
very
story,
much.
Majin
Yeah,
Buu,
oh,
like,
yeah,
you know,
of course,
it's
yeah.
a story. But yeah,
Thank
you out
you.
here because I know you got plans for the day,
Yeah,
and, you know.
No, dude, I'd love to stay here all day. We'll have to do it again. I hope we'll see each
of
other,
course.
everyone,
Yeah,
again
yeah.
someplace down the way.
I would love that.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we would love
man.
that.
Absolutely.
You know, we do work with you.
Yeah, man.
For real.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Man,
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate
In
it.
this bad boy.
Yeah.
So, well, this is the end of this
Yeah,
story.
that's the end of this right here, man. You know, follow us all on socials. You want to toss up your socials? real
Oh,
quick
yes,
here?
please.
Yeah.
Original Boo on Instagram.
Yep.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Josh
right.
Martin Voice on Twitter.
Yep.
Josh Martin, pretty much everywhere else. If you see the folk singer, that ain't me. Anyway.
Yeah, I Google that.
Yeah. You'll find me. My picture usually accompanies it. So.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, yeah. Well, you can find us on at FusionHaa Podcast on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Is there anything else I'm leaving out? Oh, YouTube, of course.
Of course, YouTube,
YouTube, of
dude.
course. It's like-
YouTube, and then like you want to hear the audio. You want to see our ugly faces.
How could
we
you
on-
not want to see these faces?
I know, right? We on iTunes, iHeart, Amazon, wherever you can find your podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna be there for sure, for sure.
We're there, man. Well, thanks for coming again. We really appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thank you. Oh, and don't forget, we want to thank
Oh yes.
Lucky
Oh my
Horseshoe
God,
Tattoo.
Lucky Horseshoe.
Hey, I'm just gonna show that Lucky
Yeah.
Horseshoe tattoo. We got that.
These guys are awesome, man. His tattoo is amazing.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Definitely.
We're gonna do something for him. You know,
Go out with it.
Yeah.
Watch.
You got it. Look at that. You got
It's already bleeding.
Yeah.
Cheese, buddy. It's cool, buddy.
You got it, baby. You got it.
Well, man, let's end this thing. I'm Chad,
And I'm Jeremy.
and this is Fusion.
Whoa, and this is
oh,
freaking Josh Martin, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
don't forget about me.
oh, sorry, Boo.
Come on, man.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, man. But this is FusionHaa, and we're out though.